And using that customized, automated marketing system is really what's going to set you ahead of the pack. Now, a lot of people want a silver bullet when it comes to marketing and advertising. But here's the secret. Hey there, Jeff Barnes here with Digital Evolution coming at you again. And today we're going to be talking about customizing a marketing system for your customer journey. And this is really important because a lot of people don't think about an entire journey for a customer to eventually buy something from you. When somebody just finds you on your website or on Google or on social media, or they might even look you up in the yellow pages, or they might get a postcard from you or see you on a billboard or a park bench or whatever it is, doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready to buy from you, right? So we need to talk about how do you set up a system to bring people all the way through and eventually buy something from you and then come back and buy again and again. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, if you're a business owner of any size, it doesn't really matter, you know full well that you need to have traffic. You need leads. You need people coming in to find you. Doesn't matter if you are creating the best mousetrap in the world. If people don't know you exist and they can't find you, it doesn't really matter, does it? Well, that's where, a long time ago, people just put a shingle out above their door. When they opened up, they put their name on the front door. Okay, come in, open for business, and you'd hope that people would find you. Then there was newspapers, and there was magazines, and then there was radio, and eventually television, and the yellow pages, and all these different ways to attract traffic a long time ago. And now not everything, but a lot of people have shifted online, right? Because what do you do when you go to look for a new business or to solve a problem? You search online. And so that's a source of traffic. But again, most people are not ready to buy from you when they first learn about your solution, right? We can use a number of different examples for this. It could be anything from, I have a sound in my car and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. And there's so many different ways that people can fix this. Of course, they can go to an auto mechanic and have them take a look at it. They could also just go buy an auto part and fix it that way. They can buy the tools. They can do it themselves. They can talk to a friend. They're going to look up YouTube videos. There's a million different things that they can probably do to solve their problem. And your job as the business owner and as the marketer is to convince them that they should be doing business with you, whatever your solution might be. So we have to create a customer journey to get them there. And you do that in a lot of different ways, but the first one and the most important one is creating good quality content that's going to talk about how you can solve problems for your ideal customers. And when you do that, you start creating this customization, this customized marketing system that starts at the point of, I'm searching for answers to my problem. And when somebody starts searching for an answer to a problem, they're just looking for information. They're not looking for all of the answers just yet, or they're not looking for a solution, I should say. They are looking for information about their problem, right? Most people don't go out and start searching on Google or searching anywhere until they actually have a question on their mind or a problem they're trying to solve. And so when they start trying to solve that problem, that's where you want them to find you. And if you've done this properly and you start creating content about those problems, not about your solution, about the problems that they are facing, then you are going to start attracting those right people. Okay? So that's phase one, is you've got to create content and information that's available for people to be able to find. Now, if you go all the way back in time, back when I first started getting involved in marketing and learning about this, and the internet was still very, very young, and we were talking about using yellow pages ads and direct mail as the main way to get people. Well, back then, you would look under, say, plumber or HVAC or auto mechanic, and then you'd have all the ads in there, and somebody would go there and then they'd call up and they'd try and get an answer to their problem or set up an appointment. Okay. We used to have encyclopedias. If you're too young to know what an encyclopedia is, Google it, right? Encyclopedias were an awesome way to start answering some of those questions we might have had, but it was never really to solve a problem that was right there in front of us. And so what did we have to do? We had to go and find the best person we could get who could answer that problem and come to us and give us a solution or fix our problem for us, okay? So now people have a lot more options available. And what are they doing? Well, they're Googling it. They're going on Bing, on Yahoo, whatever search engine they use, and they're trying to solve this problem. Maybe they're solving it for themselves. Maybe they're just trying to find the experts in that space. Maybe they're trying to find the steps that somebody would take to solve this problem. Maybe they're even just looking for a way to diagnose the problem, right? You think about health and wellness issues, people aren't looking for a way to fix their problems necessarily. They're looking for a way to diagnose what's wrong with them first and foremost. And once they have a diagnosis, then they might start seeking out a solution. Okay, but your customer journey always starts with, I have this problem, whether it's a nagging pain, a sound in my car, something's making noise, I need my credit repaired, I need to figure out how to grow more hair, whatever it might be, right? They have this problem, and so they're going to go look for solutions. They're going to go look for information first. So that information should eventually get them to your website. That's our goal. Now, when we talk about that, that's of course organic search. They find you on Google, they find you on Bing, maybe they see you on social media, that's great. Well, challenge with that is that when you are only relying on organic, if you are really early on in this process, then you have to beat out everybody else who's already vying for those same problems. And we used to talk about this as, we had a keyword manager, a keyword tool a long time ago that you would go and you'd type in, okay, what are people searching for? And they would give you a list of all the things you should start typing up on your blogs, on your content, or on your website, and put it out there. Okay, well, that still exists and people still do that, but there's a lot more competition now. So what else can we do? Well, this is where we create what's called a lead magnet, right? A lead magnet can be a free report, a PDF, a video. It can be a podcast in some cases. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to use that lead magnet to get people to buy something from you or get something from you for free, actually. The lead magnet is to get something from you for free. So let's go ahead and use an example. I'll go ahead and talk about a dentist, all right? Everybody has gone to a dentist. Everybody knows how much fun it is to go to the dentist, and most people don't want to go to the dentist. Most people, however, like to have a nice smile and don't want to have pain in their tooth, okay? So sometimes when they have pain, if they don't have an established dentist, they're not always going to a dentist, they're going to start looking up, how do I fix the pain in my tooth? All right, they have something going on, it hurts, and they want to get this thing solved. I'm going to go online and say, okay, I have tooth pain, right? Maybe let's start with that. What do I do to fix tooth pain? What can I take to fix my tooth pain? How do I get rid of pain in my molars, right? And what's happening along this process in the customer's mind is I'm going from, I didn't even know I had a problem, right? All of a sudden my tooth starts hurting. Now I get to the next phase, which is I'm problem aware. I'm like, I know something hurts, so I've got to get this fixed. And now I start doing my research and I'm looking into what could I possibly do to fix this. And then eventually I become solution aware, okay? A solution is, all right, it looks like I might need to have a root canal or I might need to have a cavity filled or I don't know exactly what it is, but I probably need to get that figured out and I need to find someone who can help me figure that out. And so the next step is I'm going to go actively seek out and search for solutions or solution providers. So what do they do when they're looking for this? Well, they might go on Wikipedia, they might go on WebMD, and they might find answers there. And they're like, okay, now I know kind of what I need to do. Now I need to go find a solution in my area. So they'll go on Google, local dentist near me, local orthodontist near me, something like that. And you want to rank for that, okay? But let's just say that they search and they find out there's somebody that's offering this free report in their local area that says, top 5 things you need to ask any dentist before showing up to fix your toothache, right? And they're like, oh, well, I want to know that. I want to know what those top 5 questions are I should ask and what are the things I should think about. And this is a lead magnet. So now there might be all these search results on the side of the screen. I'm like, okay, do I like this one? Do I like this one? Do I like this one? No, I don't know. And then they see an ad. And the ad says, get this free report, top 5 things you need to know before visiting the dentist. Okay, well, I should probably be informed. Let me go check that out. Now, if you've done a really good job of customizing your marketing system, they are going to find your stuff before they find everybody else's, right? You're going to be ranking highest on Google and all the other search engines. You're going to have your ads out there. You're going to show up on social media. They're going to start seeing you. And as a result, they now click on that button and it goes to a landing page. And in that landing page, they can see, hey, I can get this really cool thing to learn what I should ask my dentist or what I need to know before I go to a dentist. And I'll download that. So there we go. We've downloaded it. Now, what do you have? Now you have a lead. Now you have a name, email, maybe a phone number, sometimes a mailing address. You have their contact information. So this now allows you to customize everything that happens from here on out until they become a customer. And what you've done is you've built up goodwill. You've given them some information for free that now they can take and they can use in their journey towards solving their problem. Okay, that is what a lead magnet does. Now, what it is, we talked about, it could be an infographic, it could be a PDF, it could be a book, it could be an ebook, it could be an MP3 download, right? We used to do that a lot. It could be a webinar. It could be a lot of different things. But what it does is it provides answers to their burning questions. So they now feel like they're solving their problem without having to talk to anyone, right? Like people, especially in this day and age, we're really reluctant to just pick up the phone and call somebody and ask for help. A lot of people want to be able to get the information on their own, educate themselves so they don't look like an idiot or a fool before they go ask the question, because they don't want to ask the dumb questions. So that's what your lead magnet does. But guess what your lead magnet also should do? Your lead magnet also poses new questions for them. Oh, well, I didn't even think about that. Now I need to go talk to the right person or the right dentist, or maybe there's a specialty of a dentist that I need to go to. Oh, no, okay. Now, and everything in that lead magnet should drive them back to you being the most logical conclusion to solve their problem, right? That's what you're trying to do. So this customized marketing system, this customized customer journey is designed with them having a problem, and you think about what their problem is, and you find a way to provide answers to that problem, and then you create another problem for them, which is now I need to go find a solution provider to fix my problem, okay? And ideally, that solution provider becomes you. So what do? You follow up with emails. Absolutely need to do that. You should be putting text message campaigns in place. So sending them out a text message. Hey, thanks for downloading our thing. Hey, would you like to book a call? Hey, we have some openings coming up, right? And you're building up rapport along the way. You want to give them more valuable information. You're not just going straight for the kill, right? You don't want to sell them something as soon as they download it. You want to instead continue to build up more value. And this is where the customized marketing systems that we talk about a lot really come into play. You see, up until this point, maybe you've done a little bit of advertising. Maybe you've put an ad on Facebook or Google or YouTube or wherever it might be, and that's what they clicked on to get the lead magnet. Great. But now what do? Well, most people are not ready to make a buying decision right now, so we have to follow up with them. That's where the email follow-up, the text message follow-up, all of that stuff comes in. So now that you're following up with these people, again, text message, email, phone calls, maybe you're sending out a postcard in the mail, whatever you want to do, that's all well and good. But people don't always check their emails, right? And sometimes we need to be reminded that we're seeking out the solution. We forget, life gets busy, there's too many things going on. So this is where we put in retargeting campaigns. Retargeting campaigns are a way for us to put an ad on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Snapchat, on LinkedIn, on Google, everywhere they go, on news websites they read. And they start seeing that ad again and again and again and again. And over time, they are reminded why they came to you. Now, some people might have toothache so bad they need to fix it like tomorrow. They're just going to call up the nearest dentist and then go get it done. But some people are like, I just kind of need to know what to do. It's kind of aching. It's kind of bothering. It's not too bad. Some days it's good. Sometimes it's worse. But I'll get around to it. Well, the getting around to it part is where most business owners fail. Everybody thinks that they looked up my information today. They want to make a purchase today, tomorrow, maybe next week at the latest. But what happens if it's 3 weeks, 3 months, heck, even 3 years down the road before they can make a buying decision or they want to make that buying decision? The person who has provided the most value, has showed up the most and the most frequently is the one that is top of mind when they are ready to make that purchasing decision. So creating this customized marketing system allows you to continue to put that information in front of your ideal prospects or clients regularly, and you continue to follow up. I actually had a gentleman just yesterday send me a Slack message. He goes, "Hey, I'm seeing ads for your thing everywhere now. Like, I didn't even see these before, but I'm seeing them everywhere." Well, again, that's because he came to the website, he checked it out, and now the ads are in front of him. We're following him everywhere. So when he's ready to make a buying decision, guess what? We're going to be there and the competition won't. That's what you're trying to do when you're creating this retargeting system. So you have two little things that are happening right now. You have remarketing and retargeting. Remarketing is they opted in for your list. You have their email address. You should be following up almost every single day. We have a phrase that says we follow up until they buy or die or unsubscribe. And it's okay if they unsubscribe. It's totally fine if people unsubscribe from your list. In fact, you should cherish that because you're not spending any more money on trying to win somebody over who really doesn't have any interest, okay? And the second piece is the retargeting, and that's the advertising campaigns that go out there. So if somebody comes to your website, well, they're not necessarily going to buy right now. So let's put something in place where we go back and we put that ad in front of them on a regular basis until they decide to take action. Okay? So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get these people to keep coming back. You are not relying on one-shot marketing. You're not going to shoot one email and hope that it gets them right in the nick of time and they're ready to buy. You need to put this system in place. And using that customized, automated marketing system is really what's going to set you ahead of the pack. Now, a lot of people want a silver bullet when it comes to marketing and advertising. But here's the secret. There is no silver bullet. Marketing and advertising, for the most part, are pretty mundane, boring, repetitive things that you do over and over and over again, and eventually you get somebody in who becomes a customer, okay? That's the way that a true marketing system works. You put all that stuff out there, but guess what? People are not necessarily ready to buy at any point, and when they are ready to buy, they're going to buy from the provider, the business, the consultant, the person who is top of mind for them at that time, and that's where you need to be in front of them consistently so they're ready to buy. So hopefully this makes sense. Hopefully you know what it takes to set up your own customized marketing system now using retargeting and remarketing and all the different things we just talked about with lead magnets and all of that. And as usual, if you need help, let us know. We're here to help. Take care.